makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I am so beyond excited for this video because I'm going to be using the new Hasina 2 palette from Blush Tribe. It just looks like this, and I am so happy to have this palette in my life because it is seriously the most beautiful palette ever. Just look at it. It is just stunning. The purples, the 2 blues, and then the rest of the greens. Like I can't. This is like the most unique palette I think I've seen in like, well, basically forever. So I just cannot wait to get this on my eyes, and I knew that I had to do a week of the Hasina 2 palette because I'm so inspired. There's so many looks I want to do. Okay, so I think today I'm going to do a mix of purples and blues. I'm going to go ahead and start off with this shade right here called Iris, and I'm just going to throw that in my crease. I zoom in more. I'll zoom in a little more. So I honestly have no clue what I'm doing, but next I'm going to go ahead and take this blue shade right here. It's like a really pretty sky blue. And I'm just going to build that up in my crease. I'm just going in with the previous blending brush and just blending that nice and soft. I'm actually going to go ahead and take a little bit more of that light purple iris. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the deeper purple shade right here called Mohan. Just going to put that on my outer V into my crease a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take kind of more of like a chunky crease brush, and I'm going to just pat that down because I want it to kind of stay like this really dark purple on the outer V. And then I'm going to take the softer brush and just kind of blend. Just take a touch of ash, and I'm just going to kind of dab that on the outer corner just for a little extra depth to the look. It'd be definitely more of a buildable black. So I am going to do a partial cut crease really quickly. Just going to use some concealer. I start off with the shade Grainy, this dark purple shimmery shade right here, and I'm going to use that on the outer portion of my eye here, just kind of where the concealer ended. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the light blue shade right here called Faye. I'm going to go over the rest of my lid with that blue shade. And do just like a tiny little mix between ash, the black, and Mahone, the purple. And I'm just going to put that on the outer V here, just to kind of blend in between the matte shades and the shimmer shades. You could definitely stop here, but I recently got the Too Faced Tutti Frutti liquid glitter eyeshadow in the shade Ice Queen. It looks a little bright in the tube, but when you swatch it, it's a little bit more sheer. So I thought that this would be a really pretty glitter just to top the blue shade with. So I'm just gonna kind of tap that on. This is my first time using this. I'm gonna go ahead and do most of my face off camera, and I'll be back to finish off the look. So I went ahead and added the Ardency in liner in the shade Lilac in my waterline for a nice little pop of purple. I'm gonna mix this purpley shade here and this blue shade here to get like my perfect light purple shade, and I'm going to run that underneath the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here called Monique, and I'm going to pop that right here. I'm going to go ahead and actually pull from the Moonchild Glow Kit from Anastasia, and I'm going to take this shade right here called Blue Ice, and I'm just going to pop that on my inner corner. And then for my lipstick, I'm going to go ahead and go in with What's Your Sign from ColourPop, and then I'm going to top that off with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. So this is a finished look for day 1, and I love how it turned out. I had no problems working with the palette, so I am just so excited for this week, and I hope you guys are too. So I will see you tomorrow. Okay guys, so here we are, day 2, filming again. I think I'm gonna like do like a really intense green crease and then do something purple on the lid. I'm gonna start off with the shade Erin, which is this green right here. Then I'm gonna throw that. Oh man. I was not ready for that. Okay. The pigment is real. So I'm just lightly blending that out because this is my like transition shade. I'm going to take my color switch and I'm going to take off all the color that I can, and then I'm just going to lightly go over the edges again. Go into this shade right here, and I'm going to go ahead and just start that off in like my outer V and then bring it into my crease. I'm going in with way less product so it's a little easier to blend, and then I'll go in with another layer. I'm going to go in with my previous brush and just kind of blend over a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of that same shade on a pencil brush, and I'm just going to bring that along my lower lash line, kind of just connect it. I'm going to take some more of the first green shade, Aaron, and I'm just going to pop that on the front part here. Go ahead and take Mani. This is like a really dark khaki green shade, and I'm going to use this to deepen up the outer V a little bit, and I'm just going to, ooh, that's really pigmented. Whatever's left over on the brush, I'm just kind of blending inward. I'm going to go ahead and just cut my crease with the P. Louise base. I'm going to take the black right here, which is called Ash. Just going to take the tiniest amount. I'm going to tap the excess off, and I'm just going to tap that on my outer V slightly into the primer. Go ahead and take the shade Mohan, which is this stunning purple right here, and I'm going to put that on the part of my eye right here. I'm going to go ahead and take this purple right here called Granny. I'm going to blend or just kind of tap this over that darker matte purple. I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Destiny, which is this purple right here. I'm going to tap that on. Black on my outer V definitely faded a bit, so I'm going to do a touch up. I'm just going to pick up some more, and I'm just going to tap that on my outer V. And I'm going to take the shade Monique, which is the lightest purple shade here, and I thought that this would be a fun shade to pop on the inner corner. Just a little touch of black on my lower lash line. So I feel like this is one of those looks that I'm kind of like, I don't know about yet, but I'm going to go ahead and throw on a good pair of lashes. So lashes completely changed the game. I don't even know who I was before I started wearing lashes. I promise you, taking the time and the patience, dealing with the frustration of learning to put lashes on is 100% worth it. These are House of Lashes Starlets. So I really want to use the See Me From Space Drenched Highlighter Palette from Lovelux Beauty. I'm going to go ahead and take Heliocentric, this shade right here, and I'm just gonna use that for my face today. It's just such a pretty peachy glow. I'm loving it. I think it's really pretty. And then next I'm going to go in with a lipstick from Color Cosmetics. This is the shade Peach Cobbler. Just looks like this. It actually looks very much like my lip color, maybe just a tint darker. Okay guys, so this is my finished look for day 2. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do day 3, and today I really want to do some blues. I'm gonna start off with the shade Anika, this one right here on a big fluffy crease brush, and I'm just gonna pat that in my crease. Such a pretty shade. I'm just gently buffing out the edges of this color. I'm actually gonna go ahead with a second layer and just kind of focus that a little bit lower in the crease. I'm going to go ahead and take the black shade right here called Ash. Go ahead and kind of tap that in my outer V. I'm going to bring it in my inner corner as well. So I'm going to go with my previous blending brush and no additional product, and I'm just going to blend out the edges. A touch more of the blue and starting off in the center because I want the pop of blue there, and then whatever's left just blending. Take this really beautiful metallic blue shade right here called Mina. Pop on the center of the eyelid. I'm going to go ahead and take Faye, this like lighter bluish silver shade here, and I'm just going to pop it on like the very center of the eyelid. So I'm going to go back in with like a small precise brush, and I'm just going to tap a little bit extra on like the outer V and the innermost part of my eye, just so it's nice and deep. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my face, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I added the House of Lashes Starlets. I'm going to start off with the True Blue shade liner from Ardency Inn, and I'm just going to pop that on my waterline. I'm going to go into the blue shade Anika, Just pick some of that up, and I'm going to blend that along the entire lower lash line. I'm going to take a little touch of the black shade, and I'm just going to put that on the outer part. And then I'm also going to take a touch of Myrna, the metallic blue shade that we used on the lid, and I'm just going to pop that. For the inner corner, I'm going to take a tiny little touch of Faye, the lightest blue silvery shade, and I'm just going to pop that right there and kind of blend it into the lower lash line. Highlighter today, I'm going to go in with something a little bit scary. So I recently picked up the Cloud 9 highlighter from JD Glow Cosmetics, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like a purple blue, like it completely shifts. So oh no. Oh no. Okay. It looks beautiful in the light. It is a very strong purple blue, but like you can see, like when I look this way, it's like it's a little crazy. So I'm just buffing that into the skin as much as I can. I think that looks better. It's extremely intense purple blue highlighter. For lipstick, I went in with ColourPop What's Your Sign and then Urban Decay Midnight Cowgirl Gloss. So this is the finished look, and I really, really love how it turned out, and I will see you tomorrow. Alright, so I'm here for day 4. I have in mind something a little bit more simple, but it might not actually be that simple. And start off with this shade right here called Iris. And this is going to be my transition shade today. And I'm going to build it up as much as possible to really get this like nice pretty pink shade peeking through. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here called Re. And it's just a beautiful teal shade. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this in my crease. And I'm just going to build that up until it's pretty much opaque. I'm going to go back in with the pinky purpley shade, and I'm just going to buff that over the edge to blend it out. It's just kind of like a really pretty in-between shade. It's kind of like a soft blue it's turning to. And over my lid, I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Jade, which is this really pretty minty green shade right here. I'm going to apply that. Ooh. It's really pretty. So that applies just fine with a brush, but I am going to go ahead in with my finger just a little bit. Oh yeah. So that's pretty much the look that I'm going for. I'm going to do my face real quick, and then I'll be back to finish up the eyes. Do you ever just have one of those days when like your makeup is just not working for you? I'm like, my under eyes look absolutely crazy right now. I used a powder that I haven't used in a hot minute. And I'm like trying to blend it out, but it just looks, a little crazy. So you have to pretend you don't see that situation. This is a prime example that even though I'm on YouTube, I definitely have my fair share of makeup mishaps. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to start off with the shade Iris, and I'm going to buff that. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some of Re, the teal shade, and just kind of take the shade Monique, this light purple here. I'm going to pick up some of that and just going to start off popping it on my inner corner here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take a touch more of Iris, that light pink shade, just because I want that to be really, really pigmented and strong. I'm going to go ahead and throw the shade Lilac from Ardency in on my waterline. And then I'm going to throw on some mascara. So for highlighter today, I'm going to go ahead and take Chaos from JD Glow Cosmetics. It looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see, but it has like a really blinding pink highlight or reflect, and I think it's beautiful. It does look a little bit more on the glittery side. And just going to buff that into my cheekbones. A little bit of like a green undertone. I don't know if you guys can see, whenever I'm like right here, you can see the reflect a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead on the bottom and just kind of buff it out a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Clarity Cosmetics lip gloss, and this is the shade Drop the Mic. I haven't tried this yet, but I figured since it's more of like a simple natural look today, I would just go ahead and go in with a gloss. Is the finished look for day 4, and I really like how the eyes turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I'll be back for the final look tomorrow. Alright guys, so we are here to do day 5. I don't really know where this is gonna take me, but I just figured, you know what, I'm just gonna play with the palette. I'm gonna start off with this shade right here called Iris. I think I've used this in almost every single look. I'm seriously loving this shade so much. And I'm just gonna start off with that on like this inner corner area of my eye. And go into Anika. Also been loving this shade, the blue, and I'm just gonna tap that over my eye right here. So I'm just blending that into the pink a little bit and just blending out the edge. Take the shade Mohan, the dark purple. I'm going to take the dark purple on my outer V right here. I'm just going to leave a little bit of a blank space. Just going to pull in a quick Taylor Swift. I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Re. I'm going to put that in between the blue and the purple. Or the purple, just going back and forth and just kind of blend that into the teal a little bit. So I think I'm going to take just the tiniest little touch of Aran, this green right here. Oh gosh. Tap off the excess. And I'm going to blend out this outer edge right here. I think I'm going to go ahead really quickly and I'm just going to cut my crease. Start off with the shade Jade, which is this beautiful green right here. Start that off on like the inner part of my eye. Take Faye, which is like this silvery blue shade right here, and that's going to be the center of my lid. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And take just a touch of Mina, this blue, and I'm just gonna put that a little bit over from the silver. I think I'll just go ahead and I'll do Granny, the darkest purple shade, this one right here. I'm going to take the brush that had the matte purple on it, and I'm going to take just a touch more, just tap it on the outer V and just blend it inwards. So I'm going to go ahead and probably throw some lashes on, do my face real quick, and then I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I'm not going to lie, I was just sitting here staring at this palette like you do when you have a palette this beautiful, and I was like, you know what, I'm so close to using every single shade on my eyes in this look, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for the heck of it. I'm gonna start off with the shade Mahia, which is this green right here, and I'm going to run this along my lower lash line. Start off with the shade Ash, which is this black right here, and I'm just gonna use that on my outer part right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and take Mammy, which is this really pretty green here, and I'm going to blend. And then I'm going to take the shade Shay, which I have not used this one yet, and I'm going to pop that on my lower lash line right here. So I've got 2 colors left to use, and they are both purples, which would be these 2 shades right here. So I think I'm going to take this shade Destiny first, and I'm going to pop it right here, blend it into the green just a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and take that same brush and I'm going to take the lightest purple shade right here called Monique, and I'm going to pop that on my inner corner. Look at that, you guys. All 15 shadows in one look. So because the lower lash line is pretty green, I'm going to go ahead and go into the Ardency Enliner in the shade Grass. For highlighter today, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with the Dolzara Cosmetics Peony Petals highlighter. This is a collaboration with Jessica J. I tried it the other day and it is absolutely stunning. So I'm going to go ahead and use it today. Just going to put it on the tops of my cheekbone and just blend it in. It is so pretty. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Appy from ColourPop. So this is the final look for the Hasina 2 palette. I love how it turned out. I feel like it is so beautiful. I definitely just let my heart take me where it wanted to go, and I think that the results are stunning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look and all the other looks. I will do a full review on this palette soon. I want to play with it a little bit more, do a few more shades, a few more looks before I give you guys my final thoughts on the palette. But so far, I mean, just a little spoiler, I would say that if you are thinking about purchasing this palette, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I hope you enjoyed this entire week of Hasina 2. I think this has been my favorite one yet, because I was just, honestly, I think this is the best palette of 2018. There, I said it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.